tell them that. Birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Playing with a ton of energy. And then we just talked about attacking the paint. Whenever we attack the paint, teams are collapsing. Chicago does a great job of trying to keep you out of their paint. So we have opportunities where we have kick out threes, especially catch and shoot. Anything catch and shoot for us, we shoot at a pretty decent level. I thought we did a great job tonight of doing that.
Trey, what do you say about him? He set so many new career highs or tied career highs. What got him going tonight, especially in that third quarter?
You know, he's just been getting better and better. He's locked in. He's focused. Defensively, he's flying around, blocking shots, rebounding the ball. And the ball finds energy. We know Trey can shoot the ball. He can shoot the cover off of it. So when guys get in the paint, they're looking for him, and he's getting to the right spots.
You were able to play through JV towards the end of the game, where so often in previous games when they've gone small, you've had to take him out. What led to you being able to use him so effectively tonight?
He's been really effective against Chicago. He had a really good game against those guys the last time we played him. So we just wanted to get JV established early, see if we can get him going. He's another weapon for us, especially when we want to settle the game down, throw it in, and just continue to make the right plays, which he did tonight.
How much do you think Trey's improved on defense this season compared to the last?
He's getting better and better. You know, it takes time to figure out the right positions to be in. It's just something that we continue to work on as a team. Our staff continue to work on putting guys in the right situation. And Trey is eager to just learn and be the best that he can be. I think we're seeing a glimpse of what he can do, and sky's the limit.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple games with multiple steals, multiple blocks. Do you think he's figuring out how to use that length?
He is. 6'9", 6'10", whatever. I'm sure he says 6'10", but, you know, going up, being athletic on both ends of the floor is important, and Trey is doing that. And our team defense was pretty good. Our first half, they had 30 points in the paint. We wanted to make an emphasis coming in the second half of forcing them to take non-paint contested shots. I thought we did a great job of that tonight.
Yeah, B.I. ended up with 9 assists, made some really nice passes in that third quarter. Just what did you think about his playmaking tonight? How did that help your offense?
We love it. Brandon, CJ, Zion, all of those guys, when they're on the floor, we just continue to talk about we score mentality. As long as you make the right plays over and over, the ball is going to find Brandon, it's going to find CJ, it's going to find Z at some point. But get your teammates involved. It'll come back to you, and those guys are doing a fantastic job of that.
Yeah, you brought up Zion's name, but what do you think is going to be the key to continue to get up this volume of three-point shots, once he gets back in the lineup?
We'll continue to talk about it, continue to watch. But there'll be games like the last couple where we shoot the ball, 30 plus. I'm sure there'll be games where we don't. But as long as our, the intentions are getting into the paint, kick out. Now we may drive again, but the first domino is when we get to the paint, teams are collapsing, and we want guys in the right spot so we can hit them. If they're open, shoot the ball. If not, just make the next play.
Coach, going back to Brandon's passing for a second again, just how impressive is it that he seems to hit every teammate's shooting pocket, right? It seems like everything's just right there. All they have to do is basically just shoot it. He's
a fantastic passer.
It seems like everything's just right there.
It's God-given, and I'm sure it's something that he works on, but he's 6'9". He can see over most defenses. And, to have a guy that can score, that can rebound, that can defend, that can pass the ball like Brandon can is a luxury. So it's a blessing to have him, and he's making the right plays.
Early in the first half, it seemed for a brief moment their zone kind of stagnated the offense a little bit before y'all got rolling again. What adjustments do you guys have to make to overcome that?
Not much. They tried to throw zone. They threw a zone at us to break up our timing and rhythm, and we just stayed in our auto delay action. And once the ball is moving, once guys are moving, it's hard for a zone to really affect us. So it's something that we work on, but it wasn't a major adjustment. Just continue to get the ball in the paint and kick it out.
Coach, there in that second quarter, Dyson was getting some minutes playing in the flow, but he dribbled into a jump ball, then went down and got kind of a silly foul. What was the message when he come back to the court to calm him down and let him go through?
Nothing. It happens. He's a younger guy. He's going to make those type of mistakes, and I'm okay with mistakes. But he plays hard. He competes. Once again, he's making the right plays. Mistakes are going to happen. He'll play through them.
Coach, back to Dyson. How do you feel about his contribution in the past couple of games?
He's been great. I've mentioned it before, but Dyson is like a young old man. He doesn't he doesn't really waver. He comes in every day. He gets his work in. He's got a good sense of humor about him. When you put him in the game, he gives you a sort of confidence, and that's how he plays. So I'm happy to get him on the floor to see his production, and he's another guy that will continue to get better.
With Zion out, CJ has really stepped up. Can you talk about his impact as a facilitator and a scorer?
CJ he has the ball in his hands a ton, and it's something that he's getting more comfortable with this season. And then we got guys around him, so he's another guy that will make the right play over and over. But then CJ has moments where he's got it going, and we're running stuff to get him involved. It's good to see CJ after 3 or 4 games not play his best to these last couple games really play well for us.
All right, thanks,
okay, thank you guys.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fam. It's Willie, Coach Willie on the mic, dropping science about the Pelicans' third straight win in this thing, 124-110. We up in the building. Shout out to the flock. We in this. Pelicans crush Bulls 124-110 en route to third straight win. That's what I'm talking about. The Pelicans are handling the business. I'm Big Q. DC is here as well. Shout out to my dog, DC. DC, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great after watching this, man. I mean, everything went as planned. Usually you expect an audible or something not to go the way you thought it would go. It went exactly how I thought it would go against the Chicago Bulls. Except I thought Zion would play, but no biggie. Got till Friday to get him up to speed. I'm sure he should be back for the Celtics. But great team win, man. I mean, they playing 0.5 ball. Everybody's getting a chance, an opportunity to touch the ball. Everybody's playing defense. And we played 4 quarters of basketball again, Q. If we can
Yes.
continue to play 4 quarters of basketball, we're going to be extremely difficult to beat. And you could possibly see the Pels go on a winning streak. I think they're going to continue to impress us at home. But the true test is going to be once they get away from the Smoothie King Center and go back on the road. So still looking forward to we got 4 more games, I think, with this homestand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll be out, man. So sky's the limit, man. Bi didn't play. Well, I ain't gonna say he played excellent. He didn't shoot well, and I mean we still got up to a 26-point lead, man. So the Pels are in great position, man, to finally hit their stride and get things going, man.
Indeed, man. And of course, a lot of the fundamental stuff come into play. They shot really well from the field and from downtown and from the charity stripe. They rebounded well, assisted well. They just did a terrific job in many aspects of the game. And there's still room for improvement, but you can see the efforts there. Things are starting to click a bit. The chemistry is flowing, and they're learning on the fly. It took them a little bit, but you see what they're doing. 9-6 right now, currently 5-2 at home, and big tests on Friday. But before we even get to that, let's get through the team statistics on this one. Pelicans 43 of 85, 50.6 from the field, 44 of 89 by the Bills for 49.4. Pelicans were 17 of 33 from downtown in this one, shooting 51.5% from downtown. That was just unbelievable. 11 of 32 by the Bulls for 34.4. The Pelicans got to the charity stripe 24 times, hit 21 of them for 87.5%.
Oh, we took all our medicine, huh?
That's what I'm talking about. 11 of 17 by the Bulls for 65%. Pelicans almost 50 rebounds today. They had 46 versus 37 by the Bulls, 12 offensive. Then they had that 30 assists. You know, when they hit that 30 marker, they're doing really good. They're flowing the ball. 30 assists versus 25 by the Bulls. Pelicans 4-2 on the steals and 6-1 on the blocks. All Pels. They had 15 turnovers in the game, 13 points all versus 12 by the Bulls. 9 points all fast breaks, 10-9 advantage Pelicans. 48-44 points in the paint. Really the only statistic that you can say the Bulls actually won to no avail, but 26 is the largest lead the Pelicans have versus 5 by the Chicago Bulls, DC. I know you're going to aim at the charity stripe, but it's a lot to like in these statistics. The high free throw, 87.5%, and just the three-pointer, 17 to 33 for 51.5, man. Talk about it.
Actually, I mean, I was going to mention the free throws, but my focus, man, what's amazing to me is 30 assists back-to-back nights, 17 plus 3-pointers back-to-back nights at 50% clip. That to me, that you look at that, man, that tells everything. You know, we won a rebound battle. That's always an excellent thing to do. But 50% 3-point shooting on back-to-back nights, and you hit 17 of them and 18 or 19 the other night? Man, you doing that, and then you getting 30 plus assists. You're not gonna lose a lot of games, bro.
No, man, they have a lot.
I mean,
they did well.
We lost the turnover battle and everything, and you know, you still walk away with basically an easy victory. This game was won probably about 8 or 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know, I was surprised that Billy Donovan played his starters all the way out. I thought, you know, he probably waved the white flag at a certain point when it got up to 26, but that 50% 3-point shooting, though, man, I mean, I just can't harp on that enough. You know, that's pretty fantastic. And we've done that more than twice, you know, this season. So the Pels are going to be a real good 3-point shooting team. And you heard the reporter ask about when Zion come back, will they continue to shoot like that? We're going to have to find a way to make sure we do, man, because this seems to be a secret weapon that we have, being able to hit these 3-pointers like that, led by none other than B.I. He didn't shoot real good tonight, but still shooting at a 50% clip on the season. And obviously, you know, the man of the hour, Trey Murphy. You know, I don't even remember how many he knocked down, but it was more than enough of them. So shout out to the Pels, man. Keep sharing the ball, getting those assists. They up those 3-pointers, man. They say they want to take 30 plus a game, and that's looking to be a wise move by our coaching staff and also everybody here, because we all wanted them to shoot more threes after you saw how good they were shooting them to start the season.
Yeah, that's important that Willie threw that out there, man. Get everything spread open. And guys are going to get a lot of untested 3-point shots. And we knew that coming into the season, and now they put it into practice where you see the Pelicans offense just flowing. And we knew the offense would, ultimately, start trending up. But the defense was the question, whether Coach Willie could get them playing defense and not commit as many penalties and take a lot of the fundamental stuff, the defense and the free throw shooting, getting the Pelicans shooting a high clip. They shot 87% tonight, which is good, and they shot a high clip from the 3-point line. So we'll expect that fundamental things we want you to bring with you into defense and special teams when you go on the road. That helps out. All right, so let's get into the individual.
Right, Lexa. Sharon is Karen. You're right, Lexa. And I see you, Mr. Boy.
Caring, not Karen.
Sharon is Karen, man. Stop it.
Caring.
Man, don't tell me. Well, that's how you pronounce it.
Your Jamaican
Mr.
accent
Boy,
is getting in the way.
I see you, man. Yeah, Big V. He had a pretty good game, man, and it went exactly how we said it would go. Talking about it the night before, Willie Green, didn't play him a lot of minutes that next game. He was saving him for this game, just like how we thought.
Shout out to Lexa, T, Mr. Bird, Stephanie, Damian, brother Carlton, Dan, Jordan, Lonnie, Roy,
Stephanie,
Judah, Joseph, Roy, Charles, Jabari, what's up, Jabari? Nat, what's up, fam? J. Carr, I see you, fam. Pelicans, Nola, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We in this thing,
Roy,
man.
Jessica,
brother Roy, what's up? What's up, Rob?
And Judah. Can't forget about Judah.
Yeah, brother Denard. Shout out to the flock,
Thanks,
man.
Pals lady. Also, shout out to her too.
Shout
and
out,
Joseph,
man.
Jean Baptiste. My bad, bro.
Appreciate all y'all being up in this thing, man, in this episode. A very happy episode of the Pelican Post Game Report, man. Let's get into the individuals.
I've been happy a lot lately, huh, bro?
Indeed, the last 3 definitely happy, man. That translating in wins, we handling the business. All right, let's get into individuals. 23 points was CJ McCollum. He had 30 last night. This game, 37 minutes, 23 points by him. He had +10 on the plus-minus ratio, and it's 8 of 16, 50% shooting from the field. He was 3 of 8 from downtown, perfect from the charity stripe, 4 of 4, 23 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and a block for CJ McCollum, turning it up. Next one, Big V. Remember, Big V struggled a bit. People started talking about, could we trade him, or is there trade value? Say, nah, chill out. We got this, and Big V turns it on. In 27 minutes, he gave you 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a block, and plus his plus-minus was +11. So Big V shows you when, when the game fits, when the rosters fit together, that he have an opportunity to handle his business. And you heard Coach Willie allude to that when we started to show off with the post-press conference. He spoke about getting Valanciunas involved early, and that was a good stratagem to do, because you see he finished with 22 to help out. 19 from Trigger Trey Murphy. He's the 3rd top scorer. 25 minutes, a very efficient night from Trigger Trey. 19 points in 25 minutes, 7 of 9 from the field, 5 of 6 from downtown. He did it. Plus, he had 10 rebounds, double-double, first double-double of his young career, 3 steals, an assist, and a block. Trey did it. He was handling the business. 16 from BI. Took a kind of a backseat approach today. Everybody else was handling the business. BI handled the business. He had 16 points in a lazy 16 in 32 minutes, 4-15. Didn't shoot as well from the field, but he was 2 of 4 from downtown.
Why you say it was lazy?
Because he kind of laid back and let everybody handle their business. Valanciunas, McCollum, Trey Murphy got going, and he did what he did. But I mean, actually, he didn't shoot that well, man. In the game, 4-15 from the field. Hell yeah, he was lazy. 16 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and a block right there. Because BI usually get north of that 20 barometer, but tonight he wasn't pushing it.
I saw something different from BI.
Well, you need to stop drinking contaminated coconut juice.
No, you gonna hear me out. I ain't about to let you bash BI like that, man. After I watch everybody eat off of his gravity all night, and how they was trying to defend him.
Let me finish.
Come on, man, don't do that.
Herb Jones, 10 points, 32 minutes in the matchup tonight. He did all right. He went to his assist bag.
Man, go to the next person. Be quiet. Go ahead and finish.
You shut up. I'm talking about his assist thing, but he was
Go
415.
ahead
You
and
can't get
finish,
around that.
man.
It's gravity. There you go. This the word
His gravity.
of the month. Now everybody
Sir
wants to go.
Isaac Newton out there,
Last
man.
month,
His gravity.
last month it was keep that same energy. Now everybody's
Yeah,
saying gravity. Oh, he's feeling out. He's trapped in his
yeah.
gravity. Oh, here we go.
His gravity.
And so he struck. He didn't have a great night
Man, he
offensively.
played excellent.
4-15.
I don't want he ain't
4-15.
shoot well, but he
4
played
of
excellent.
15. He didn't
I
shoot
don't
that
care.
well tonight.
Man, how many points he contributed to?
All right, DC. 4 of 15. You can't get around.
I don't
the number.
care.
Stop being.
I don't care, man.
10
I
points.
saw
You
Bi
heard-
get the
Say,
ball
bro,
and they were
can I finish?
swarming him, and he was finding open people with all type of passes. Bi looked like Drew
He had
Brees out there
9
today, man.
He had 9 assists, 6 rebounds.
Man,
He did
rattle off the rest of the stats so I could talk about my three people.
He struggled shooting the ball. He struggled. He was 4-15. What you go? Well, I can tell you, you can't get around that. Whatever. You
I don't
go
care
just
about
whatever.
that.
Okay. All right, there you go. Then I heard Jones 3 of 7 from the field. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the game. And then, of course, off the bench, Jose Alvarado in 21 minutes, 13 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist in the matchup. 8 from Larry Nance in 19 minutes. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from downtown. Didn't do well there. 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block for Larry Nance. 3 from Najee Marshall in 18 minutes, 6 from Graham in 8 minutes of the matchup. And Dyson Daniels didn't score a lot. He had 4 points, but boy, was he ever present and getting rebounds and playing defense. 19 minutes from Dyson and 2 of 3 from the field. He had 4 rebounds, a couple of assists, and a block in the game. And he was doing this thing out there as well, defensively speaking. And you heard Coach Willie get on and give him some props. All right, now, DC, go ahead on and give me your 3 players.
Well, I ain't gonna give you 3. For all your insults, I'm giving you 4.
Come on, bro. What's wrong?
I'm gonna give you 4, man, because
I don't
can't
want
do 3.
4. I asked you for 3.
Well, the family want 4. So anyway,
nobody asked you for 4.
I'm gonna start with Bi, man. Bi definitely shot. Didn't shoot well. His shot wasn't going, but the fact that he didn't shoot well and the way I saw him playing was even more impressive to me because he used the team's aggression of trying to guard him, and he kind of picked his spots, helped guys get going, man. He fed everybody, and I see you,
tell him,
brother Dan. Jonas Valanciunas did as well, especially down the stretch when we started running through him to end out the game. They were swarming him, and he was still getting buckets as well. But both of those guys, Bi, CJ, and Trey, man, they all had great games tonight. Bi also played real good on defense, man. I've been noticing every damn game he's been coming up with a block and playing real good defensively. On top of the facilitating.
Who you talking about right now?
Almost
right?
could have got a triple double tonight. You know what I mean? But all shooting night. But I'm just saying, when you watch the game, bro, it looked different than the stats as far as Bi tonight. All right, moving on.
You're talking about his shooting performance, okay?
His shooting performance, he didn't shoot well.
That's all.
Other than from the 3-point line.
That's all, bro.
All right, we good, brother. It's all right. Moving on to JV, man. JV redeems himself, as we talked about from last game, only playing 14 minutes. They basically went small, didn't allow us to use him, and allowed us to save him for this game, as he normally does good, as you heard Willie Green say when he goes up against the Bulls, man. Big part of us winning this game tonight. He went 8 for 13, gave us 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Those 3 turnovers ain't the greatest, but, win some, you lose some in that department. As far as JV, he don't usually turn it over a lot. Been having a lot the last couple of games, but top of that, he played really, really efficient ball with getting buckets, man. Trey Murphy came in the starting lineup and kind of stole some of the rebounds from him. He led the team in rebounds. Moving on to him, Trey Murphy, man, was just shooting threes from all over the court, man. Damn near from half court, some of them, bro. He knocked down 5 of them things, Big Q. 5 of them, bro. He only took 6.
Right.
Man shot, what was that, 85%, 83%, something like that? Ridiculous, man. Trey only took 9 shots and wound up with 19 points, and he had all that in the third quarter. got 10 rebounds, gave you 3 steals, a block, an assist, and a dunk on somebody's head. Trey was definitely the player of the game, man. Highly efficient, did it in very low minutes, low volume, huge impact. Had everybody hyped. And last but definitely not least, man, what can we say about Mr. McCollum, man? He continues his hot streak, going 8 for 16, hitting 3 3-pointers tonight out of 8. 100% at the free throw line. What? CJ is definitely back when he hitting all his free throws. So we ain't gonna get none of them 2 for 4 nights and nothing from him, man. He done woke back up, as y'all heard AD talking about in the beginning of the broadcast. He went back to doing the fundamentals, the things he did as a child, whatever the hell it is. It's working. Keep doing it, CJ. Gave you 23 points, man. A block, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Not too mad about his turnovers because he had the ball a lot more than JV. So ultimately, a very good night for CJ, man. This is the CJ that we anticipated on getting all season, and I think we'll be here to stay. So asterisk for Jose all the time, man. Jose did his thing as usual, and Larry Nance. So shout out to all the guys, man. Good D from everybody. As you said, the rookie Dyson Daniels definitely did his thing too. And Najee played his part. Everybody had a pretty solid game, man. Even Devontae Graham hit those back-to-back threes in limited minutes. So shout out to the Pels. Good team win.
Yeah, third straight win. And with the win, they basically sweep the Bulls on the season early, man. In a matter of a week or so, Pelicans and swept the Bulls 2-0. So that's good. And SB can take that on the season, man. 2-0 Pelicans. Shout out to SB. But you look at what their
SB
top
up
guy
in this thing. What up, SB?
Is he? I don't know if he in here.
Well,
or not.
he ain't real loud once Lonzo ain't playing. I noticed that, man. When
Yeah, he
Lonzo
done
was
went.
playing, he would come in here talking and everything.
Yeah. And then he seen what he got. He kind of went quiet. Yeah. 28 points for DeRozan and LaVine. 25, man, wasn't enough. It's a team sport, man, and the Bulls didn't have a much team to deal with the Pelicans, man. So we get them out of there. So, man, this is a good one, man. The Pelicans continue to improve, man. They are improving now with that record you see in the Southwest. The Pelicans, according to the statistics with the third win, are number 1 in the Southwest. They're 9-6, tied with Memphis there. Actually, they're holding that number 1 spot right there. Memphis on a 2-game slide. I'm loving it. Pelicans in the building, man. Let's move on to the next matchup. This is Friday night, family, 7:30 p.m. Central. Tip-off time, Boston Celtics, the best team record-wise in the NBA. They're most certainly the top record team and best team playing in the East, but in the NBA, you look at the statistics, they are the top team, 12-3, 6-2 on the road, coming into the Smoothie King Center against the New Orleans Pelicans. Who
the hell and slapped some sense into the matchup indicator, bro? I mean, the last 4 or 5 games, I can't even really be mad at it, bro.
56%. They're saying that Boston Celtics versus 44%.
I mean, they gave us 44%. This, the best record team in the league. I can't really be mad at that.
Yeah. So, with that being said, top dog Jason Tatum, man, 32 points a contest on 49.1% shooting from the field. He's a top rebounder with 7.4. Smart is their top assist man, 7.1, almost 33 minutes of action. Zion Williamson is listed as the top scorer for the Pelicans, 23.5 versus Big V, almost 10 rebounds per contest. CJ 6.5 on the assists on 36. Talk about guys that'll be ready for Friday. Malcolm Brogdon out. Marcus Smart listed as day-to-day. Zion Williamson is listed out. Will he be out come Friday? We don't know. We'll see how it all goes, man.
Willie said he should play on this homestand, so we'll have to see.
Whether it's that game or not, we'll just have to find out. But man, the Celtics handling the business, man. Celtics 12-3. They got an 8, but they're 3.5 games ahead of the Toronto Raptors and the Atlantic. They look really good, DC. This is most certainly a very difficult matchup for our Pelican squad, man, against the Celtics coming into the Smoothie King Center. Let's get into this game, man. This is going to be a good early test of what the Pelicans can do. Those last 3 wins, building up a lot of confidence. The Pelicans playing full-out games. The Celtics, man, they are a very talented team, and they execute really well. They're just talented, man. So how could the Pelicans, man? Let's decipher how the Pelicans can get this win against Boston. It's going to be tough, man.
Yeah, but I definitely think it's doable because for one, we play great perimeter defense, and I know if you want to neutralize a guy like Jason Tatum, you have to pretty much not allow him to hit a whole bunch of 3-pointers, man, and keep him off of the free throw line. Yes, all of those things are easier said than done, but that's one of the major keys to victory. I would let Jaylen Brown shoot a lot of 3-pointers if that's what he won't do. You know what I mean? So we just gotta force, I guess, things to be difficult for Jason Tatum, man. And if we can do that, kind of force Jaylen Brown to beat you, we're getting a little bit of a break without having to play Malcolm Brogdon. So I think he's a big part of them having the best record in the league. We've all talked highly of him here, and he's a true point guard. And also plays pretty decent defense as well, and he's pretty efficient. From 3-point line, usually and definitely from the field. So that's a big blow to them, man. But they have good defense as well. So we got to show up on offense, man, and handle our business. They are coming to our house, and that's a big thing. Now, with BI, I think this is definitely the game where old BI shows up because he always gets up to play against the Boston Celtics. So if we get that, we can continue to play like how we played tonight, man. We got to play pretty decent defense on the perimeter. Can't let them get a whole bunch of 3-point shots. I think we go ahead and win this game.
Man, Jalen, let me tell you something, bro. Brown and Tatum, man, them guys, they're pretty special, man. Brown coming into this thing, DC, over 25 points a contest. And Jason Tatum, bro, is averaging almost 32 points a game.
Yeah. He's playing outstanding right now.
Yeah, these guys right now are doing pretty good, man. They're doing pretty good, man. So yes, Brogdon out. That's like you said, that's a big one. But man, the Celtics, DC, of course they switch coaches. This is Naim Udoka. Operating team is I forgot the coach's name, and it just don't seem like they skip a beat, man. Whoever this other coach is, he's just keeping them right on tune.
Well, I mean, this same thing happened when they lost Kyrie Irving. This is the same group of guys that's been doing the same thing since that long. So
DC, the way they go, man.
Anybody could coach them, man. I mean, they kind of set in what they do. They got a lot of talent. I guess a mixture of guys that understand each other, and they go out there and make it happen, man. But to me, they're not a team that strikes fear in me for us. And I just think when it all comes down to it, they're still missing something for us to be able to, get like a championship. Something missing with them. But they're a great team. And if we go in there and we try to play 3 quarters of basketball, the Celtics are going to hand us an L, man, at home and everything.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where you got to bring your A game. This is an A game matchup when the Celtics come into your building, and we're gonna show up. It's an early right. The way the Pelicans have played over the last 2 games in particular, they're starting to realize how to play 4 quarters of basketball, and and then of course the fundamental things kicking in, hitting the free throws. You got to hit your free throws. You just have to be smart against this Boston team. You got to play good defense. Everybody got to be synced in. For a matchup against the Celtics, because it's one of those barometer games. The Pelicans beat the Celtics, that kind of rang some people's ears early on, so to speak. And we don't give, if we ring their ears or not, but this is like one of those games an early statement game. It's like when we smacked the hell out of the Brooklyn Nets to start the season off. The Pelicans are starting to catch their stride here and get better. So it'll be a really good, interesting test early on against this Boston Celtic team, who right now just they 12-3 handling the business, man. So it's going to be fun. This is a Friday matchup right here. Can the Pelicans take it to 4 straight against the Celtics? Big test, probably the biggest test of the young season right now for the team. Hopefully Zion will be in attendance on this game. If not, then the Pelicans will have to just go in what they got and just play hard, man. That's what it's about. Playing hard, being smart. Execution, man. That's what it comes down to, man.
I really don't see them having an answer for us, but I mean, what teams do have an answer for us offensively? You ask yourself, who's gonna stop BI? I guess you could say they do it as a unit. Okay. Who's going to slow down CJ then? No answer for that. Who's going to slow down Big V? Like I'm looking at who they have. Robert Williams is not playing. He's excellent, probably one of the best defensive centers in the league, and he's not playing. I mean, you can't. Al Horford is not about to stop Big V.
And
You know
Al
what I mean?
Horford's
So
not as spry as
nah, maybe in his Atlanta Hawk days, yeah. Al
yeah, but
Horford
he's
was a
not the
handful.
same. Yeah, he a lot slower than what he was at that
Right.
center position. Yeah, so yeah.
So I mean, when I'm looking at them, I really don't see any answer for them to stop us offensively. And all in all, I think we're a better offense than them. But I mean, you could kind of say maybe they're a better defensive team than us. But you can make the case that they're not, because I mean we're a top 10 defensive team ourselves. So on paper, it looks like the Celtics are supposed to beat us. They got #1 record and everything. But similar to the Memphis Grizzlies, they not our little brothers. But the Pels are going to show up for this game. They always do against the Celtics. Every time we play the Celtics, we show up. We done won some and we done lost some. But we always play them tough, and it goes down to the last seconds. I don't see this game being any different other than the fact I think we go ahead and get the W, because we going to want it more, and we're more talented than we've ever been when we played the Celtics.
Yeah, 12-3, man. Best team in the East. Winners of 8 in a row. 8 in a row. This team is and pretty special. They averaged 120.4 points per game while giving up 113.3. And you can see the differential is plus 7.1 for this club. So they do a lot of things right. Very disciplined club, play really well together. They scheme, they execute it to the best of their ability, man. And of course, we go on to our Pelican club in the Southwest. You can see the Pels are 6-4 the last 10 games, which is promising. Winners of 3 in a row, so something got to give. 116.7 points per game while giving up 112.1. The differential is plus 4.6 for the Pelicans in this thing, man. So 5-2 at home. Pelicans feeling themselves, man. And let's take it to them there, Boston Celtics, man, and give them that L, man. Let them take that back to Boston Garden. So with that being said, fam, listen. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all doing y'all thing, being here. Damien, shout out to you, bro. Good to see you in the chat. Damien says, QDC, did y'all mention this? Our first time being 3 games over 500 since, it's 2018. Yeah, a span of
we didn't
games.
mention that, Damien, but
I
good
remember
info,
hearing,
brother.
Yeah, I remember hearing. I think that was Jen.
Yeah,
Hill
they were saying. I think they said it. I think
Joel,
AD might have mentioned it, or
I think
Joel. They mentioned it a couple of times during the game.
Yeah, and since 2018, man, that's just
that's also the longest span in the NBA. I know they said that as well, of not being over 500 at 303 games.
Man,
so glad to finally get that monkey off our back.
Yeah, we've been through so much, man, dealing with this with losing and all this kind of stuff. So for those people that been dealing with it over the last several years, enjoy this, man. Your Pelicans right now sitting pretty at 9-6 and playing pretty good, man, like we knew they would. So
that's all good, Damien, bro. I ain't see no harm taken from that, bro.
All right. So with that being said, we're going to dirk out on that, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys chiming on this episode of the Pelican Post Game Report.
Right.
Do yourself, do us a favor. Please feel free to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not a member of the flock, hit the subscribe button. We're approaching, I think we just almost at 2,000 subs here. So help us get up over that mark as well for the Pelican Post Game Report. Also, feel free, family, to share. Remember, sharing is caring here on the Sports Coma.
Yeah, so sharing is caring. That's right.
Caring, not Karen, caring.
Sharing is caring.
Whatever. Let's just feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed as DC's that terrible accent gets in the way, man. So
sharing is caring? That ain't terrible.
Yeah, I hear you, DC. Thank you, sir. So with that being said,
you say door, we say dope.
Excuse me?
You say door, we say dope.
Okay, with that being said, just do me a favor, share the links in your social media feed. That helps us out. So with that being said, man, listen, we're gonna get on that one, man. DC, appreciate you dropping some commentary, brother. I'm gonna get at you tomorrow.
Hey, Marley, DA is a Karen. DA is a Karen. I just want to let you know.
So we're gonna holler at you guys on the flip side. Appreciate you guys, and man, great win by the Pelicans. 3 straight wins. We get ready for Boston on Friday. We'll be in the building with the live scoreboard to kick it off, followed by the Pelican post-game report recap of that Pelican win over them Celtics. Man, we climbing. With that, we're gonna pop out on that. Appreciate y'all guys. Go Pels.
Go Pels.
The Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Check out the Pro Shop. Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat too.
TheWhoDatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoDatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoDatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoDatDaily.com for the sport Who